When we come with that heat, we got skip on the.
And we are back with some Mdmma. Kyle, the first one of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to say real quick, we've had some technical difficulties tonight, but we are just determined to get our insight in for this UFC 324. And Kyle, this is the first one of the year, first one on the Paramount Plus deal. And it is a deal, big deal. It's a big deal. And I'm very excited.
It is cheaper. It is cheaper to get a monthly membership to Paramount for the all 12 months than it is to buy pretty much one pay-per-view event.
And yeah,
that's crazy.
We were buying every single one, right? So we're
true.
saving.
That's what we were doing.
Saving a lot of money.
We're saving our money, and we're now betting it and hopefully winning more money.
Yeah. So like I said, we've been battling some technical difficulties tonight, but Wi-Fi and all that included. So just stick with us. We're gonna give you the best episode, the best insight that we possibly can. Okay. So this does start off with like I said, first Paramount card. We got Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett fighting off for the lightweight interim title, and this will be in Las Vegas. And one thing that stands out to me, Kyle, because I'm not like an old man, but I do like to go to bed. And we're starting an hour earlier, buddy. The main card starts at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's one thing I noticed. I love it.
So a lot to look forward to, and we will break into it and give you the best insight that we possibly can. The main card starts off with Arnold Allen, Silva, and then Natalia Silva, Rose Namajunas, Waldo Cortez-Acosta, and Derrick Lewis, O'Malley and Song Yadong in the co-main, and then Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett in that main event. So let's just get right into it, Kyle. We got number 6, Arnold Allen, and the 10th ranked contender, Silva, in the featherweight division. And Silva, pretty hefty favorite in this one. Plus 230 for Arnold Allen on the money line, minus 310 for Silva. And this is the main card opener. Also, we did see where Kayla Harrison and she had to back out of her fight, some neck issue, bulging disc or herniated disc, something like that during her fight camp, which I was really excited for just to see her fight, but she's just an absolute beast. But so that moves up Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong into the co-main. But for the main card opener, Allen and Silva, Kyle, this is very interesting because I'm just not exactly sure why the line is the way it is. But with Allen, 20-3 record. Okay, he did have 2 losses in a row, 3-2 in his last 5. Those 2 came in a row versus Movsar Evloev and Max Holloway, both by unanimous decision. Now he did hang with Max. That was a 5-round fight, and he had a really good 5th round after Max just kind of stacked the scorecard in his favor. He controlled the pace, stacked the strikes. But if you take those 2 losses out, he's 20-1 in his career. And with the Evloev fight, he was able to strike with him, had good takedown and grappling defense. But once Evloev did take him down, he pretty much controlled the fight. And another thing with Allen to note, he's never been finished in his professional career. Now with Silva, 16-3 overall. He was on a 13-fight win streak before his last fight was a KO loss to Diego Lopez. He does have a submission win over Bryce Mitchell. But other than that, I mean, a lot of wins, but not really a whole lot of big name fights with those wins. And with that Lopez fight, he got taken down in round 1, tried to kick. Lopez caught it, brought him down to the ground, and then just suffered very bad ground and pound in that round 1. Maybe even possibly a 10-8 by Lopez in that first round, depending on who you ask. But in round 2, he was able to strike with him pretty well. And Lopez is a striker for sure. And he kept setting up a spinning elbow, did Silva. He kept trying to set up that spinning elbow, and it came right back to him. Probably would have won that second round before Lopez caught him with his own spinning elbow that led to the stoppage. And with this one, Kyle, like I said, maybe Jean Silva comes out and just tears him up, but I don't see why Arnold Allen is just not like a heavy underdog, but there's a lot of value in that money line, if you ask me.
I think that you were correct in that. I think, like you mentioned, Arnold Allen has fought way tougher competition, um, and as well as, I mean, I know he is coming off the two losses. Um, he still has. He's not going to stand there and bang. For instance, Diego Lopez. You mentioned he's a striker. He fought with Gene Silva. He stood and was banging with Gene Silva. I don't think Arnold Allen's going to do that. I don't think he's going to just stand there and basically get hit. I think he's going to try to take him down. I think he's going to succeed in taking him down. And I think everybody wants to see the Gene Silva come back and just knock people out left and right, which I hear he is crazy. He is likely to do that. That's always on the table. But I think that if Arnold Allen gets him down, it could be a stand back up type issue. Basically, their gas tanks are going to be shot, and I'm very excited to see. I'm expecting it to go the distance, but I think Arnold Allen could get it done.
Yeah, this is a 3-round fight, not 5. But one thing about Allen that I saw trying to break down some of his fights, he's pretty explosive. He's very good at the counter punching, and if he can bring Silva into the pocket and kind of come back, fire back at him, I think that'll play in his favor pretty well. Silva pretty much the same way too, but Allen also he tends to keep his body exposed, and he took some heavy body shots and body kicks when he was facing Max Holloway. So that's something to look at in my eyes, but I just think there's a lot of value there if you're leaning towards Allen. I don't know about how you think, but that's kind of how I see it happening. But that's a very exciting fight to really get this main card started off. And then we go to another Silva. This time Natalia Silva, the second contender in the women's flyweight division. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. And Silva, even heavier favorite over the OG Namajunas. Minus 440 for Natalia Silva, plus 310 for Rose Namajunas. And Silva is 19-5-1 in her career. Namajunas is 15-7. Silva is on a 13-fight win streak, and her last loss was 2017. And in those 13 fights, the last 4 have been unanimous decision wins, and her last fight was against Alexa Grasso. For Namajunas, 3-2 in her last 5. Her last fight was in June, a unanimous decision win over Miranda Maverick. Unanimous decision win over Tracy Cortez back in July of 2024. How do you see this one going? Do you think Silva is? There's a reason she's the heavy favorite.
I think Silva's really good. I think Silva will probably get it done, but my heart's telling me Thug Rose. Telling me Thug Rose.
Yeah.
But on this one, I'm just not touching it because I know it can go either way on this one. Just like the last one, I'm scared to touch these two fights. But you're asking me who I'm picking. I'm picking. Let me go with Rose. Go with the Rose.
Really? I mean, I don't hate that. Like I said, a lot of value there, but she's been around the block a couple times. And Natalia Silva, 5 years younger. I don't know. I think I'll stay away from that one as well. And then we move on to the big boys, Kyle. The big old boys. In the heavyweight division, the 5th-ranked contender, Waldo Cortez-Acosta versus Derrick Lewis, the 10th-ranked, minus 330 for Cortez-Acosta, plus 240 for Derrick Lewis. Now, these are two guys that, Cortez-Acosta, he has 2 losses. Both of those were decision losses, never been finished. And his last fight was a round 1 knockout over Shamil Gaziev. He's 4-1 in his last 5. 3 fights. He had 3 fights from August to November, He lost that one in August, unanimous decision loss to Sergey Pavlovich, and then 2 more wins in November. So he's kind of he is on a 2-fight win streak. He's got 8 knockouts, 7 decision wins. So a lot of times these heavyweights, round 1 knockout, round 2 maybe, but Cortez-Acosta can go the distance every now and then. But as for Derrick Lewis, I mean, he's just not that guy, really. He's got 24 knockouts in his 29-12 record, 3-2 in his last 5. Was in Nashville in his last fight back in July. That was a round 1 knockout win over Talison Teixeira. His last loss was a unanimous decision loss to Jailton Almeida. And in that one in Nashville, I mean, he was an underdog in that one too. And I'm pretty sure Teixeira was undefeated at the time. But that was one where he kind of just stunned him a little bit. Teixeira was trying to get up, trying to stay in the fight, and he kept grabbing the cage. And once he kept doing that, the referee came in and stopped it. You just can't do that. Can't do that. But how do you see this one going?
I think obviously, dude, this main card is tricky because just like that first fight, Derrick Lewis always has the puncher's chance. He is a hard hitter. I just watched him like some old fights of his, and I mean, dude, he's such a dog. But I do think Acosta, I think he gets this one done. I do like that Derrick Lewis is like way more in shape. He's kind of taking it way more serious. He seems like his cardio is 10 times better because that is obviously is at this weight class that is a big loss you take is just the gas tank running low. It looks like his gas tank's pretty good right now, and but I'm still going to take Acosta on this one. I'm going to take it.
Yeah,
by an early. I don't think this one gets out of the first round.
The real question for me is, do you think Derrick Lewis's balls get hot?
I think they'll probably won't even have the time to get hot because I don't think it'll get out of that first round.
Really? You don't think so? I mean, that's not
Nope.
that's not a hot take, I don't guess, but I'm looking at the total rounds is set at 1.5. So as a lot of heavyweight bouts are, but I might be looking at the over in that one. So you have the 3 fights right there that get us set up for the co-main event, Kyle. Your boy Sugar Sean O'Malley, the 3rd ranked bantamweight contender versus Song Yadong, the 5th ranked. Now O'Malley a -225 favorite, plus 172 for Yadong. Co-main event. How you feeling about Sean in this one, man? Just go ahead and take the floor.
Come on, dude. Is that a question? He's like his daughter's there to watch.
Very true.
I mean, if you go back on our videos covering Sean, we've only covered Sean when he's fought Merab. So
Yeah.
I'm still riding with my boy. He's still getting the dub. Not only am I taking him money line, we'll talk about it at the plays. Or I could just tell you exactly how this fight's going to go. I have the script in front of me.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. Yadong's going to trip O'Malley up. He's going to get on top of him, just like anybody wants to do right now because they obviously saw the Merab fight. But he forgot Sean's pretty good at jiu-jitsu. He never gets to show it. So Sean's going to throw up a triangle, get the choke. It's going to be over. Triangle choke off his back. W.
Okay.
First
All right.
person to finish Song Yadong.
I have a question. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but obviously, like I said, they got moved into the co-main event, which is normally a 5-round fight, but a lot of times co-main events are also title fights.
This will be 3 rounds.
3 rounds? Okay, that's what I was getting at. I'm pretty sure that they were, training for a 3-round fight. I don't think they changed the rounds, but as far as Song Yadong, though, he is 22-8-1, 3-2 in his last 5. The last fight, unanimous decision win over Henry Cejudo last February, and the last fight before that was in March 2024, a unanimous decision loss to Petr Yan, who is now the bantamweight champion. Versus Cejudo, even first round, back and forth. Henry was able to catch him quite a bit towards the end of round 2. The third round included an eye poke that Cejudo took the full 5-minute stoppage, the official timeout, but did finish round 3. And at that point, he kept telling his corner, I can't see. And so half of the scheduled rounds were completed. Cejudo, doctor said he couldn't continue. That led to the unanimous decision win for Yadong due to the technical stoppage. And then there's also a fight. He had a loss to Corey Sandhagen, September 2022. I went back and watched this one. It ended after round 4 due to a doctor stoppage. Sandhagen sliced him, just absolutely sliced him above that left eyebrow in round 2. And before then, and even kind of after that, he did show very good striking and even pretty good ground game versus a very technical fighter in Sandhagen. But the cut was too bad. Doctor stopped it after a couple more rounds, and Sandhagen got the win. So Song has some fight. I think we're going to be seeing the best version of Yadong. And I just...
Whoa, what angle are we going to be seeing? Hey, let me...
Yadong's going to come out strong, buddy.
Obviously, I was just fabricating a little bit. I mean, maybe not. That I have been seeing a lot of the training footage with everything he's throwing up, trying what he's working on is like jiu-jitsu, more of like than just trying to scramble up, which I think it's probably better if he just gets up. Honestly, we know his best weapon. Everybody knows his best weapon. That's no secret. I think that he will show a little bit of wrestling, though, in this one where he's going to try to reverse positions, and he's not just going to let Song get that half mount. Like, he's not just going to let him take that top control with ease. I think it will be a lot better than we've seen, obviously, against Merab, because Merab is a monster.
Yeah.
And now that Tate that slice above his eye, I wonder if that at all skin is still weak, because Sean is very accurate, and I bet he can put some hits there. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see. I mean, I really think obviously Sean by knockout would be awesome. I was totally just kind of going for a long shot because I've said it the past 2 times. Sean by sub, that's going to be my long shot play. But yeah. I'm taking Sean over. I'm taking Sean stiffening Yadong.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Sean, I mean, these are 2 guys that are just built different. Yadong is built different than Sean. And Sean has a 3-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage. Song Yadong versus Henry Cejudo, they were pretty much like, I don't want to say, the same type of build, but Song is a lot shorter, 5'8", 67-inch reach, as opposed to Sean, 5'11", 72-inch reach. Sean's a switch fighter, more orthodox for Yadong. Sean's a sniper, man. He stands back. He doesn't really. I mean, he can get in the pocket. Song Yadong is going to be trying to close that distance quite a bit, and I think whenever that does happen, Sean will be able to, like I said, he's just a sniper, man. He'll be able to line those shots up, and I think he gets it done. I wouldn't be surprised if Yadong were to win by, points or something. I don't see him finishing Sean, but I'm really excited for that one. I'm really excited.
Oh, dude, it's going to be...
I'm just excited to be back.
Dog fight. Yeah, honest to God, I'm just excited to watch people hit each other.
Yeah, been too long. But
I was about to come out to Knoxville just to fight you, man, just to get some action
on,
these
problems, man. You talk about a reach advantage, dog. You talk about a reach advantage.
It was going to literally be Song versus Sean right there, But I'm probably a little more jacked than Song. Just going to say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got some tree trunks down low, man.
Dude,
come on.
You're talking about your dong, and now you're talking about his dong. Dude, chill out.
Brother. That's not at all. That's not at all where I was going with that. But
his legs, dude. He does have some big legs.
He does. I saw a still picture where he was doing like a teep kick or maybe some type of kick where his leg was fully extended and it just showed like how ripped his hamstrings are. And I was like, damn, he got some juice down there. But that'll set us up for the main event.
Is he the bantamweight? Is he the bantamweight Michael Chandler? All the top guys won like a few of them, lost majority of them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we'll
can't say
see.
majority. I mean, he's beat guys. It's just like the whole eye poke thing. Like what, But anyways,
Yeah,
proceed. I mean, I'm just
yeah.
yapping now.
I mean, we'll just have to see what happens, and I'm very excited to see that. But I don't know. I don't know. But that co-main event will set us up for the main event. And like I said, the interim title is on the line. Ilia Topuria took a step back from fighting. I think he tweeted we should see him around April or June, maybe the White House card. And I know Dana did say that he's all his focus is on this opening card for the Paramount deal, first one of the year.
That's
And
a lie, bro. Literally,
I know.
everyone's talking about the White House card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know he's put some thought into it at least. But
Oh
he
yeah.
he said on Pat McAfee today that all his focus is on this weekend, and then on Sunday he's gonna watch apparently his Patriots. Didn't know he's a Patriots fan, but he's gonna watch some NFL football, and then on Monday that's when they start their matchmaking and planning for the White House card. There have been quite a few fights that have been speculated that he's turned down and said that's not happening. So we'll see if he walks those
But
comments
at the
back.
end of this
But
video, let's get some guesses out there from each of us,
okay,
and we'll see which one's closer.
all right. And Ilya did say,
We'll just do two matchup or three matchups
okay,
that will be on the card, maybe even just fighters, three fighters that will be on the card.
Ilya did
Because I
say that
definitely have
he
some
was.
in mind.
Ilya said that he'd be ready to go around April or June, and Paddy said if he were to win this fight coming up, he's gonna make Ilya wait. He's not fighting in April, so hopefully maybe that White House card. But a lot of people have been saying they don't even want to be on that card, which I think is pretty
Yeah, and I
interesting.
get that too, dude. There's a lot. It's hot right now. I don't even think I'd want to. A lot of guys care about their, brand risk, everything like that, and I get it. I get it.
And it's also like there's not gonna be a whole
And
lot
it's
of people there.
outside. You don't know
Yeah.
what the weather's gonna be. It's just a lot, man. And you're not gonna have a big crowd.
Yeah, it's not, and the crowd that you are gonna have is gonna be like a bunch of suits, not a whole lot of MMA fans, like the everyday casual fan that would
Yeah.
go to these big cards. But let's just get on into the main event, Kyle. We got Justin Gaethje, we got Paddy Pimblett. Oh, Paddy the baddie. Man, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. Number 4 contender.
Dude, it is sick that he brings that like soccer stadium energy
Yeah.
with him. And like he's somebody like for instance, we saw it at the beginning of Connor where you had like a country behind you. Um, but then obviously that trickled out. A lot of people from Ireland really don't like Connor now. However, Patty, dude, the people love him still.
Yeah. No, I mean I wouldn't even limit it to his countries behind him. He's got so many fans from, America, Europe, just all over that just love his style, love the energy that he brings. And we're going to see it on full display. We got the 4th ranked contender, Justin Gaethje, and the 5th ranked contender, Paddy the Baddie Pimblett. Slight underdog, maybe. Plus 186 for the veteran, Justin Gaethje. Minus 245 on the money line for Paddy the Baddie. Paddy is 23-3 overall, 26-5 for Justin Gaethje. And this is going to be one of those things where, I mean, we keep hearing talks about Justin Gaethje retiring. He's 3-2 in his last 5. His last fight was a unanimous decision win over Fiziev in last March 2025. Also, the big knockout loss to Holloway that will just forever live in infamy for Gaethje back in April 2024.
That was probably the best knockout of, besides like the spinning back kick, you know which one
Yeah.
exactly I'm talking about yeah. Besides that one, I mean, that might be the best knockout in a sense of you're around the TV with your boys, UFC 300, and then
Down to
all
the
of a sudden,
wire.
last second, boom. Oh, God,
Talk about
dude.
a buzzer beater.
Dude, my house was so loud.
Yeah. I
So
think that
loud.
was
It was
one of
awesome.
the first fights that you got me on to watch. and I don't think they were the main event. It was what, UFC 300, I think it was.
Yeah, so they were it was Alex Pereira,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can't remember who he was
I
fighting
think
at
it was
that time,
Yuri,
but
Yuri or Jamal
it
Hill,
might
I
have been
think.
Yuri.
But yeah, so for Gaethje, dating back to 2020, I mean, this guy's a vet. He's got wins over Dustin Poirier, Fiziev twice, Michael Chandler. Also losses to Charles Oliveira and Habib. He's a knockout specialist, great at working calf kicks to really set up those combinations. What's the over-under on how many times Joe Rogan says, ooh, that's a nasty calf kick. Look at his calf kick. It's swelling up. What do you think that over-under set at?
I don't think it's going to get to that. I think Paddy's going to dominate on the ground just like he did Michael Chandler.
Really? You think he's taking it straight to the ground and that's
Oh,
it?
I think he'll try to stand and bang with him just for excitement. But I mean, dude, we've seen what happens when Justin fights these elite guy
Yeah.
grapplers like Charles Oliveira, Habib. Like we see what happens. I think Paddy is another level on the grappling department, and it's not getting talked. I mean, it does get talked about, obviously, but I think he has made it a point to be like, I'm gonna get more submission wins than Charles, or like he might hold the record, but I'm gonna show him or whatever the case was.
Yeah.
Um, I'd be excited to see that one if, of course, if Paddy makes it out of this one. But how do you see this one going? I obviously have Paddy. That's no hidden,
Yeah.
secret.
I mean, Paddy is 23-3 in his career, 9-fight win streak, undefeated in the UFC, 7-0. Hasn't
How,
really faced a,
how old is Paddy?
31. He
Oh, dude,
is,
he's like in his prime roughly
yeah,
right now too.
yeah. Justin Gaethje,
Yeah.
37 years old. Paddy's got wins over Tony Ferguson, unanimous decision win, a submission win over King Green, TKO over Michael Chandler. Only finished once. That he was submitted back in 2013. That was his first loss back in the Cage Warriors. And he said in an interview or something this week, I think it was, where his 3 losses were, I can't remember what he said about that first loss where he was submitted, but the next 2 were against guys that were on steroids or something like that. So technically, in his eyes, he's undefeated. He does float his head quite a bit, which does worry me, especially
That's
with
that's that's one thing that I was about to say. He kind of comes in and floats his chin, and the
yeah.
one person you don't want to float your chin against is Justin Gaethje. But
Surely he worked on that in
I
camp
think
though, preparing for
sure,
a
yeah.
knockout specialist.
Who's Shirley? Who is Shirley?
You just with all the jokes today. Yadong, Shirley, all
I mean,
them.
hey, we're back, baby. I'm just excited. I'm whimsical right now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it for sure. But as far as this fight goes, Kyle, I mean, I know I keep saying this, and I say this as almost a crutch, but I'm just so excited for it. I mean, I'm just ready to see what happens. We've been 6 weeks without the UFC. You've made me a UFC fan. Doing these videos has made me tune in and be so into it. So no TurboTax, but I'm ready to go, dude. I'm ready to go. And as far as my pick in this one, obviously I'm gonna go with Paddy the Baddy. Would not surprise me if somehow Gaethje were to catch him and that be it, lights go out. But because if there's one guy that knows how to knock somebody out, it would be Justin Gaethje. The rounds are set at over under 2.5 rounds, and it's pretty even on the odds for those. Will the fight go the distance? Yes, is plus 245. I don't see it going the distance. So, this one's tough. This one's tough. I would say Paddy by double chance knockout or submission minus 145 would be what I'm looking at. But are you ready to just get into our picks? Are you ready to do
Oh
that?
yeah, and also I'm ready to do. Should we do picks and then we'll do White House predictions? Because dude, I'm over here cooking up low key some good matchups. I'm just saying.
Let me
I think I have one that you will love if true.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to get into that here in just a second. But
All right, we'll do our picks real quick. Should I just go ahead and rip them real quick?
yeah, go ahead, give me yours.
I like Umar and Figgy to go no distance. Umar's got a lot to prove, and I think he'll do just that. He's got to live up to the name, and he will do just that. That is plus 116. I'm going to waste no time. Sean versus Song, I'm seeing no distance as well, plus 168. I do think that it would get close, maybe that second or third round, but I think that Sean also has something to prove, as well as, I mean, worst case scenario, Song also has something to prove. He
Yeah.
has to prove that he's worthy of this, top spot position. Um, so he's going to come out swinging. I know he's going to also try to showcase the jiu-jitsu. Very curious to see how this goes. I don't see it going the distance. Last but not least, I see Josh Hokett, who we saw on the Contender Series, get a KO in rounds 1 or 2 for plus 400. That's probably my biggest value, but I love that one. I love this guy. I'm actually behind him in a sense of superstardom. I obviously, you know, just he has that like Hulk Hogan type energy he brings to the mic. And I think that he would be good for the company in a sense of in kind of like a boring division, boring. He could be a good character. So
Okay.
I'm behind that.
I like that. For my picks, I got 4 of them that I'm looking at. With the first one, Arnold Allen, Gene Silva. I'm gonna sprinkle Allen money line. Let's pull that back up, see what the odds are. Plus 230. I mean, that's pretty good odds. I think there's a lot of value in that. Like I said, I just don't know. I mean, Gene Silva he's a dog. Row, 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 row. I mean, he does the whole thing. But there's a lot of value in Allen's money line with the experience he has. He's got 2 losses that came back to back against 2 quality guys, Max Holloway, Movsar Evloev. And Gene Silva, he fought Diego Lopez and got caught. He submitted Bryce Mitchell, and other than that, he hasn't really faced those top contenders. So I like Allen moneyline plus 230. Now I'm looking at the Derrick Lewis and Waldo Acosta Cortez fight. And I know you said that it's not getting out the first round, but I'm looking at the over 1.5 rounds minus 134 in that fight. Acosta Cortez is somebody that can draw out the fight. He has quite a few decision victories, and the 2 losses that he has went to decision as well. Derrick Lewis is a guy that's probably going to want the fight to end in the first round, but he's also gone to decision a couple times, and I maybe they just kind of maybe they don't get gassed out in the first round and nobody's able to really finish. It's tricky with the heavyweight division because they've got so much power and you can catch somebody really quickly. But I'm going to take over 1.5 rounds and hope and pray that minus 134 hits. And with this one, we're kind of on the same page in the co-main event, but I've got Sean by points plus 115. You said that I think your pick was no distance, right? So we are kind of going against each other on that one, but I just think Song Yadong is going to be, with it only being 3 rounds, obviously. I think Yadong is going to be able to hang in there, and I'm trying to keep my jokes to myself, but
Your dog's not used to going 3 rounds.
definitely not. But yeah, so I like the points in that one. For Sean, I think he's going to be able to do enough to get it done. And for Yadong, though, he's going to be hanging in there and swinging and maybe catch Sean a couple times.
Chill out, man.
No, I'm just trying to give my take, man. I'm trying to give my take without
What's your
smiling.
pick, dude? Stop beating around the bush and just give your take on your dong.
There was another joke right there that I'm holding to myself.
I saw it. I heard it. I set it up. I teed it up perfectly.
My pick is Sean by points. I already said it, plus 115. So there's that one. And then for the main event, I've got Paddy Pimblett, double chance, knockout or submission, minus 145. So
Cool.
Go ahead.
We'll see who wins some money.
Go ahead with the the White House predictions.
Dude, are you ready for this? I've low-key have been getting excited over here. I've been over here researching, like making sure it all works out. All right, we'll start with the one everybody obviously thinks McGregor is going to be on the card. I believe so. I think he'll obviously have to fight Michael Chandler. I think McGregor has that superstardom, obviously, that he could just be the main event and not be a title fight. However, I get if he's not. That positioning in the card,
Yeah.
I don't care about anymore. I think it's going to be McGregor and Chandler, obviously. I think what could be
Would that be lightweight?
another,
That would be lightweight,
yes,
right? Okay.
that'd be lightweight. Um, or no, because lightweight is 155. I could see it being at
Featherweight?
170 welter
Okay.
if Chandler can make that. I think Chandler can make that. I don't know. I don't know the weight class. You're asking too much right now. They're gonna fight.
Okay. No,
Just
that's
fight
fair.
each other.
That's fair.
Yeah. Um, John Jones and Alex Pereira. Another speculation. I think that we could probably see it.
Yeah.
I think that if John Jones stays reliable, I know Dana's been shutting that down because John Jones isn't reliable. Um, I think that it could happen. Another one that also has been talked about. There's two in here that I think you'll like that no one's talked about, and I think it could be a genius idea. All right, the one that also is pretty talked about is if Sean goes out and starches Song Yadong. Sean versus Jan, number two. Obviously, if Marab's ready by then, Marab, whatever, you can do it. But what do the fans want to see? The fans want to see, oh, Jan get his rightful win, in quotes, back. So I think they'll focus on Sean versus Jan. That would be cool. Okay, I've yapped enough. Now time for the two that you're going to love. I'll
Okay.
save the one you're going to love the most at the end.
Save the best for last.
Yeah. One that I see being on this card, if he wins this weekend in spectacular fashion. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Gable Stevenson. Gable
Uh-huh.
Stevenson's under John Jones, and he has been making his MMA debuts. I think it's only a matter of time that he gets put into the UFC. I don't think he goes through the contender
You
series
know
like
he's
the
got,
traditional.
not to cut you off, but you know he's got I think it's either grandparents or an aunt and uncle that live in Martin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He's
Um,
a Olympic gold medalist, wrestled in at the University of Minnesota, I think it was.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that he will get his UFC shot debut, and it won't be the traditional contender series route. I think because he was an Olympic gold medalist, it makes it perfect. Tease it up for if Josh Hokett wins this weekend, who also is a patriotic guy.
Yeah.
I think we see Josh Hokett versus Gable Stevenson. That would be a banger. Obviously, we could say, oh well, that's his first fight. Why would he fight another superstar? Why wouldn't they build that up? But I think just being at the White House, that would be a sick fight to make. Um, Let us know in the comments what y'all think. And then the one you're gonna love the most, also two Americans, Kevin Holland versus Colby Covington.
Mm.
Holland has been calling out Colby for quite some time. Wants to fight him pretty bad. I think what better time than the White House?
No, I like
And who
that.
wants to fight under that card? You know, who wants to fight on that card more than Colby? Probably nobody right now.
Sean Strickland, maybe.
No, Sean Strickland said he doesn't want to fight at the White House, and I get
Why do
it.
you say that?
I mean, I don't really know why he said that, but I think also he's not really happy with the administration right now. This isn't a political podcast. Um,
Okay.
Sean Strickland just denied, "Hey, I think if I'm quoting wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that he said he did not want to be on the White House card." And I get it because I mean, like outside of the politics, you don't have a streaming fan base there. Uh, you're gonna have it's just like the Sphere where you had it just kind of weird. You saw Sean O'Malley kind of being like, "Oh wait," like, and he's a dude that usually rises to the occasion, but you kind of saw him freeze up a little bit in that fight at the Sphere. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, that's who I have just estimating to be on that card. That would be fun.
So I got a question here. If
Maybe
you're,
even Colby McGregor. Hold on, dude, that trash talk would go
yeah,
insane.
Dude, just having McGregor back at pre-fight the press conference, that'll hit like crack.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for you. So
They do it. They do the press conference at the Lincoln Memorial.
I do have a question though. Put yourself in Dana's shoes. How much of a factor do you think it plays into where he's looking at like Americans versus non-Americans, or you got to have an American in every fight, or for the main event? Like, what if the main event happens to be Ilya versus Paddy, or whoever wins this fight, or if Gaethje were to win, obviously that's an American. But for shits and gigs, what if it's like the biggest fight that you can make is Ilya versus Islam or something like that? But that would have to be the main event.
That would have to be made. I don't care American card or not. I think that there's going to be more eyes on this card, the White House card, than ever before. In a sense of, you have a cheap subscription now. It's not going to be an expensive pay-per-view.
I think that one's actually they're gonna do that one live on CBS. That'll be one of those cards.
So I think, why not get the two most talented fighters you can on that main event to not only make that happen for the true fans, but also for the people that are just watching. They're going to see two people spectacular at their profession, like, battle it out. Dude, that gets me fired up.
Yeah.
Gets me fired up.
I'm just fired up to be back, buddy.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah. So
I'm already looking forward to all the next cards. Let's go.
Yeah, so we got UFC 324 as we wrap up this breakdown and predictions episode. Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, we're both riding with Paddy the Baddie. We're both riding with Sean, which means maybe both of those guys lose. Maybe that's just how it happens.
Hey.
But the main card will start at 9 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday night. If you're around the Tennessee area or southeast, we're probably all going to be snowed in. Apparently, we're going to be under 10 feet of snow is what everybody's saying. Who knows? I'm seeing where there's some ice involved.
I'm going to be under the
there's
snow,
some
man.
Snow. I mean, we'll just see what happens. And
if it snows more than 3 feet, I'm not seeing outside, all right?
Yeah. But hopefully, as long as the power doesn't go out, we'll be able to watch all that and be tuned in, tapped in, and hit the subscribe button. Just go ahead and do that now. Hit likes.
Hit the bell.
Run the comments up. Hit the bell. Make sure those notifications are on, because it's very possible and very likely that I will go live. Maybe Kyle will join, maybe not, but I will more than likely 90% go live for the main card, and we'll be doing live reactions here on Mdmma's $1 Million Radio.
You'll see us sweat our bets live.
Yeah. I will say the UFC 321 where Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane were fighting, I had a 5-leg parlay, and the first 3 hits, and I had Verna Jandaroba. I had her money line over Mackenzie Dern, and Mackenzie won. And then obviously I can't remember what. Maybe it was over 1.5 rounds for Tom Aspinall, but that one went no contest, obviously. Apparently Aspinall's got to get some eye surgery or something. I don't know.
Realistically, you would have hit your bet if you just bet Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah.
Because
trust me, I know.
It's no contest. It got voided.
I think it was like $10.
Always go with the Dern. Always go with the Dern.
I think it was $10 to win 400, and going into that co-main event with Mackenzie Dern, the cash out was like $90 or something. And I was really thinking about taking it. But I was like, $400, dude. I'm gonna be pissed if this hits. So
yeah,
I'm hardly ever hitting the cash out, and it's part of my problem. But like I said, going live Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time for the main card. We will be live in action, and can't wait for it. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit like, hit the dislike if you want. I don't care. Just get that engagement up. comment whatever you want. Comment your picks. Comment if you think we're stupid, who you got winning. And if you've watched this far,
comment if you like
really
these glasses or not.
Yeah, comment if you like his glasses. Comment if you like my glasses. They're the same glasses I always wear, but hey, comment if you like my shirt, you like his hoodie, whatever. Comment if you just think we're ugly. I don't care. We'll know you're lying though. All right, Kyle. I appreciate you. Appreciate you joining from Memphis, and
for sure, we're back, baby.
We're back. UFC 324, and as always, we'll see you next time.